Thanks for tuning in today. We're going to do a quick build for you, something different. We've had a customer requesting a Ventus Red 7S in a tailor-made. So what we generally do is grab a nice, fresh, brand new shaft, 46 inches uncut they are. When they start out, that's a new shaft. No tip prep, anything. It's going in a tailor-made. It's going to be tailor-made adapter, MCC +4 Golf Pride grip. So first thing I generally do, obviously I know the specs, it's going to be 43 inch set on standard. So I'll get the adapter in first. And generally I'll give it a little drill out. At the very least, give it a little hosel brush, just to give it, a little bit of roughness inside. And then I'll give it a little spray, a little bit of air, so it's nice and clean, and that's ready to be glued. I'll get my safety goggles. I'm going to do the little tip prep now, so it's going to be a little loud. Now I'm really light on that. I do apologise if it's still noisy. I'm really light on the prep. I don't want to take too much. I just kind of want to take the paint off. I mean, if you're a bit of a novice, you can wrap some tape around so you don't. And then I see it, it fits in there. So you can wrap a little bit of tape around. If you're not sure if that's gone in far enough or too far, I can put a little bit of tape here. And then when I pull it out, I can see how far it's gone in. Just a reference point, okay? So I'm going to pop over to the ruler. Now this ruler it's not particularly, it's not high tech, that's for sure. It's a basic ruler, head sits in. Customer's requesting 43 inches, so knowing the cap length, I know exactly how long the caps are on that MCC +4. I'm going to cut it there. It's below the 43. If you see it square on here, have a look from this side. The 43 is here. Yes, it's a little bit below. You've got to allow for cap length if the customer wants a 43 playing length. So I usually just take it off, put it back on. Measure twice, cut once, right? So I'll take the head back out and then I'll go and cut it. Put the glasses back on. We've got a little cutting machine here. It's very good. It'll give a nice clean cut. It's going to have a little bit of shavings in there, but it's a nice clean cut. Now, this one's not requiring any papers, so you don't have to do this, but we've got a real clean cut, so you don't need to. But sometimes, you can just put a little bit of tape over there. And so then you won't catch any sharp edges, right? So I normally wouldn't do that. I've now got my cut length. I'm going to quickly just run over and check the swing weight. It's very good. It's going to be like a D3. So it's now ready for glue. So always put the head on a little pad there. Part A, part B. You don't need heaps of glue. Probably poured too much there already. 50-50 parts, mix it up. Just changing colour. I'm just going to let it show you what that looks like. I'm just going to kind of let it run in there. I'm not messy, I don't like to get mess everywhere. So I don't feel like I'm messy in my work. I might put a little smidgy more in there. Just a little bit on the tip. That's heaps, like that's plenty of glue. You know, that's a truckload of glue really. In he goes. Now, because I got that tape there, I know that it's in the right depth. You know, that hasn't moved as far as the depth is concerned. I would then generally a little bit of alcohol just to clean it up. I'll take that tape off. There's no need for it at this point in time. Just give it a little once over again with the alcohol. And the alcohol, I'll show you in a sec. I'm just going to line that up so it's perfectly in line. The alcohol will make that ferrule, it'll go a little bit white in colour, it'll go off colour. So we'll show you in a minute what we do then to change that. So that's going to be maybe 5 or 10 minutes and we'll come back to you. Okay, so with the tailor-made adapters, they don't really need turning down. So I thought I'd grab one, there's a Rogue ST LS that we've done a shaft for. And this has just got a little lip around the edge, evenly around the edge, it's just a little oversized. So I'm going to come in and turn that down. And so now that will be, again, I'll take that tape off. It's nice and level there. Okay. So then there's one more little step that we do, and then I'm going to do with the Ventus as well. So for this one, that last step with the ferrule, let's grab tissue. I'll use a tissue, acetone, just a little dab. So I've got acetone on here, and then just going to turn it and turn it quick, and now you'll see the finish we've got on that. It's beautiful. It's really shiny, perfectly in line. So now with the tailor-made, you'll see how the ferrule, tiny little ferrule's just kind of gone a bit grey. So, and now you'll see it's nice and shiny. So it's nearly done, it just needs to be gripped. When we get in the gripping station here, this little contraption, put the acetone back on. Now you can do this or not, you don't have to, but sometimes you'll see under your grip there's a little mark, so allow for the cap and just make a little mark there. I generally wouldn't do it. I'm kind of used to going, yep, that's the right distance, and then boom, you know, a little bit over. Now I always go a little bit over because I want to seal the end, right? The end here, I don't want any solution going in there. Just don't want it to happen. Can get down near the glue. The glue is set, right? So the glue is set enough for the head not to move, but it's 24-hour full cure. You know, it's 5 or 10 minutes to gel set. I usually take that off first. I see people don't, but it's just what I like to do. It's a personal preference, really. Grab my magic solution. This is just gripping solution. It's non-toxic, no smell, quite slippery. We've got really thin double-sided tape, so it doesn't really add any thickness. And then I'll get down here and make sure that it's perfectly aligned. Give it a little wipe. Make sure there's nothing extra in there. And then I will always check just to make sure that it's perfect, right? And then that one will sit upside down. While it's out, then I might as well just do this colourway while it's here. It's ready to go. It's having a Z grip. Now, I didn't show you how we do the papers, but we use, if you come in here, this one's requested 2 papers. We use 48mm masking tape, like such, and we'll rip that off to the, we've got a little mark on the table here, to the desired length. And that's a perfect length to go underneath. I like to go that way because you don't get any sort of folds over. Again, you know, grip tape's on over, it's just a little long on the end. There, wrap him in, cut off the label. These will come off when you put the grip on, to be fair. It's just something I've always done. It's not really right or wrong. Plenty of solution. You can never use too much solution because I always recycle it, so makes it easier for the grip to slide on. Z grip's got a very defined centre with its markings. If you have a look down this side, you know, it's got a marking all the way down through here. So she's pretty easy to line up. Again, get rid of the excess. I'll just look at it on the ground visually again to make sure that it's perfect when it sits down. Beautiful. And that's done. We then, like I said, we recycle everything. Take the little plug out, he sits there for the day. That goes in there. So there you have it, Ventus Red 7S. We give it a wipe always. Make sure it's nice and shiny. Make sure the grip's nice and dry. I'll check for length, swing weight, things like that. But for example, if we come around here and we get that in and you have a look directly on there, you get it right on 43 inches, perfect. So, you know, we love to treat everything like it's our own here. And so that's how we do a little build. Thanks for watching today's video. Make sure you check out our website, www.sydneygolftech.com.au. Heaps of good stuff on there. We've got a little online store. We've got, you know, contact us, ways to get in touch, whatever it might be, information on how we fit and how we coach and things like that. So really good little website. Have a look on there. Make sure you press like and subscribe to this video and let us know if there's anything we can do.